5-Minute Fridays, we are on the clock. Today's question is, what are the highs and lows of the field? And the field that this person is talking about is player development. If this is your first time watching this or coming to this channel, first of all, thank you. Like the video and subscribe. And for you all who have not subscribed and watch all these videos, subscribe. But he's talking about player development. And player development is the enhancement of the athlete experience through holistic and intentional programming and initiatives. And some of the highs definitely are enhancing the lives of athletes. I know that's the definition. I'm not trying to be the company guy and give the company answer because I am the company. But that's just something like when you get to see an athlete go from somewhere they didn't believe they can go. I think it's the definition of coaching, taking somebody somewhere where they don't think they can get to or can get to by themselves and help them realize that they can get there. Something like that. But that's incredible. Like, I think about all the stories about, like, I talked about in the quantifying player development episode, I talked about two of the players who I got to do the Warful Award watch list. One of those players, my guy Api Mani, shout out to Api, he legit didn't do community service. He never got in the community. He never did. And then I would always talk to him. He had a great personality, and he ended up getting in the community during COVID. And he reached out to me, said, "Coach, man, I really want to do some stuff. I want to get a community." I was like, oh, yeah, you do, huh? But it was incredible seeing what he was able to do back in his home in California while we were during COVID, and how it translated to when he got back to Lawrence. He did so much that he was on the watch list for the Danny Warfel Award, which is the #1 college football community service, community impact award out there. And it's those moments where you get to be with the players and just see that growth. Or you see a kid who, all I know is ball, coach. All I know is ball. Ball is life. That's all I know is ball. And see them then graduate and then get their masters and then go to have a successful career. That's huge. Or or your players to go and have families and just, it's incredible. It's incredible. That part is the highest of highs. Or seeing freshmen go from immature freshmen to mature seniors who are now leading people, or seeing players communicate, learning new vocabulary, expanding their vocabulary where now all they have to do is not just cuss people out, or working on their wellness to where they don't just pop off on people every single time there's frustration or conflict. Those are the highs, seeing the growth of athletes. Now, the lows, and I tell people all the time, they always ask me about the job. I said, I have a lot of space for athletes and grace because they're coming in 16, 17, 18, and they're still growing. That's a big, even when they end at 24, that's a learning stage coming from a teenager in some cases to an adult. One of the lows is just, it's the biggest headaches I had was dealing with adults, right? And once again, I'm not gonna give you a company answer because I am the company, but like the insecurity of adults, dealing with that as you're trying to impact athletes is unreal. Like, you're dealing with adults who, some cases, they just don't work hard as you, or they're not at a level that you are. And that's not, you don't go around saying I'm better than you. I just go around because I just want to do the work. But they may have something in your way and they can stop a plan because they're insecure, because you developing players and you making things happen isn't, oh yeah, this is great for the program. It's, in my case, it looks better to me and I can't have that. And that, I've experienced that from head coach all the way down in my career. So those are the lows when you're dealing with people who are just insecure in who they are. And I think Coach Prime says it, I can't let your insecurity, I got to find that quote because it's a good one. And we'll probably go over 5 minutes, but shout out to Coach Prime. But this is just one of the best quotes. I think it's, don't allow my confidence to offend your insecurity. That's a quote from Coach Prime, and that's some of the lows that I had in the space. It's just adults, man, being insecure. Oh, there's Ed Jones. They're going to the community again. It's just like, well, is that necessary, right? Or, oh, Ed, it's me versus your book. It's me versus your book. I had a head coach tell me that. And I was like, this has nothing, my book has nothing to do with what you want me to do. What do you want me to do? And it's just those different things, or people lying on you. I had to deal with that, lying on me while I was in the role and then lying on me after I was let go. And so you deal with insecurities, and those are the lows. And so, you can't hang your whole life on that, because people, like, that's them. If they want to be have no confidence and be insecure, let them do that. I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna be great. And so to answer your question, the highs of player development is seeing, oh, there it is. That's that loud timer. Seeing the growth of athletes, seeing them prosper, seeing the life change, the generational impact. The lows I've experienced in a role is dealing with insecure adults day in and day out. It's tough, but you can do it. You can do it, and you need to do it, because those athletes need you. As always, go out and create generational impact. Don't wait, create that generational impact today. And if you have any questions, click the link in the show notes to get those questions to me. Check out the show notes. Got a lot of resources. Let's work together. Peace.